Good day, everyone. You are welcome to Love With. I'm Elizabeth Ife-Adetona. On Love With today, we'll be looking into the issue of dating, or let's say what you will popularly known as uh, boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend relationship dating. It is becoming widely acceptable, like this issue of dating is becoming widely acceptable and is everywhere in the church, and that is my concern. If it is with the people of the world, there is no issue. That's they have ways of doing their things, and there's no problem about that. It is when we bring them into the church, when we bring them to Christ, then we now give them teach them the way we do our own thing here. But now it's so disheartening that the way the people of the world do their things has crept into the church and is now becoming the order of the day. And of course, the devil has an agenda for pushing forward this dating of the thing, for making it look beautiful, and is presenting it to us like something that is harmless, that we can actually do harmlessly and we can go away with it. But actually, the devil has an agenda, honestly. And you will see now that in the church today, because of this message of going to dating relationship, try and get if the two of you are compatible before you go into making a commitment with them in courtship, is turning the church into something else. How do we possibly explain that a brother in the church is now dating five ladies because of trying to get to know them, trying to get to see if they are compatible? It is wrong. So we now see that it is the agenda of the devil, that you want to try and see if you are compatible with someone does not make dating acceptable. That is one. Don't worry, I will tell you the proper approach to it. I will tell you the proper way to go about that. Then there are some people now come forward to say that, oh, I prayed. I actually prayed before going into this relationship, and God failed me. That is what they say, and God failed me, and the person I end up marrying something I do not want to marry. I end up marrying something I do not bargain for, and all of that. Or the person I end up marrying is total rubbish, and all of that, even though I prayed. That some people are coming out to say that does not mean that God has failed. Many things could actually be responsible for that. Actually, many things we are not paying attention to. So we should not be dragged away. Our attention should not be, we should not allow those stale testimony to draw our attention from Christ, to draw our attention away from God, from doing it the right way, from doing it the godly way. That someone said, I prayed. People have been praying to God to give them children. People have been praying to God to give them jobs, to give them this and that, and things might actually not turn out the way they expected. And that does not mean that people will stop praying that God should give them children. It does not mean people will stop praying that God should give them job. It does not mean that people will stop asking things of God. That someone is now saying, I prayed and I end up marrying rubbish, should not come into your head, and you now think there is a better way to doing things than doing it with God, than doing it in the place of prayer, than doing it putting God at the foundation. It is the devil's agenda. So let's not get carried away. Let's not get driven away from the presence of God because of these things that people are saying. That God said they are the one, that God gives you a child. Like you have been praying, God give me a child, and He eventually answered you. He gives you a child. Does not mean you are not going to train your child in the way it should go. It's as simple as that. That God is giving you someone, that God is saying, God is leading you to someone to get married to, does not mean you will leave everything you are supposed to do. Does not mean you are leaving your own part out of it. many people have prayed and said, God, direct me, and God has led them. They neglect every other thing they should do, or doing what they should not be doing, and at the end of the day they will say God's will is a scam. Something good has not come out of it, even though I prayed. So you should know it's an agenda of the devil to actually remove us from the plan of God. So that many things could be responsible, that you will pray to God, God will lead you, and your marriage will still not be successful. Many things could be responsible for that. Anyway, that's not what we are going today. I will make another video to tell you many reasons why, even though God led people, their marriage is still not working out. I will explain that in another video. But today, I want to focus on the issue of dating. I want to tell you the right thing to do. To date, to say I want to date, I want to see if we are compatible this, we are compatible that, before I could make a commitment with this person, is destroying the church. Brothers now get engaged to many ladies in the church, all in the name of we are trying, I want to see who is compatible. Of course, if we are going by the fact that many people claim that dating is good and not wrong, if we want to go by that, the guy that is dating 5 people at a time, trying to say, I want to see if one is compatible, could actually be justified if by doing that thing, because if he tells us that, okay, I don't have to waste my time to date this person for 6 months, another one for 3 months, another one, and we are not compatible, instead of trying to date 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then let me just pick 5 or 10 people I want to date, and let me see if I can actually date them at once, then go for the one person that I think we are compatible. That brother is not doing it wrong, because you have actually said to him that dating is not bad. You can date. Then he also think that, okay, instead of wasting my time dating 1, 2, 3, 4, let me bring them together at once and pick the one I want. And that is what is actually happening today in church, even in church. That is the issue. In church, people are now dating 2, 3 ladies, all in the name of trying to see if we are compatible. How do we explain that? How do we explain the fact that a lady is dating, okay, what if a lady wants to date 3, 4, 5 people at a time? Because at the end of the day, everything goes down to the lady's head. I don't know how to say that more than that. Yeah, everything goes down to the lady's head. What do I mean? A guy now dated BC, and BC, he realized that he's not compatible with BC. He moved on to date another person. Then another person comes to BC again to date, and after 6 months he realized they are not compatible. He goes his way, another guy. So now, like 4, 3 people are coming to date you alone. 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, they are leaving, and you are becoming something else. Like, how many guys we have to taste to date a particular lady before the lady ends up being in a proper relationship, in a proper courtship? How many guy will come to date a lady? How many guy is a lady going to date? You see, there is an agenda. Because what is really going on, especially those of us that are moving with the youth, we know what is really going on today is that a guy dates many people, many ladies at a time. A lady dates many guys at a time, all in the name of trying to test compatibility. Then how do we tell them not to do that? Are we going to tell them when you are dating, you date one person at a time? So if this person has to date 10, 15 people before he reach the destination, how many years are they going to spend in the dating search? How many? So we should just be careful. The devil has an agenda for pushing this thing forward, for pushing this thing into Christendom, for pushing this thing into the house of God. And if we ministers keep supporting and encouraging it, before we know it, things will just get out of hand. Things will get out of hand. For a worldly person, he or she already knows that it is his head, it is his calculation, it is his wisdom that he wants to use. And there's no problem about that. He just wants to try and see if we are. And that is why you see them, they date someone for a long period of time, or even 2, 3. They are together for a long period of time, and at the point they think, okay, this person is good for me, I think I can spend the rest of my life with this person, they now go to say, they now go with a ring and say, will you marry me? They propose to the person, and it tells the lady also that, okay, this person is now ready to be with me and all of that. So that is how they want to do their own. And you all agree with me that they do not have the time to be saying, God lead me and all of that. They just want to give it out to luck. After they have looked out for whatever they are looking out for, they are satisfied, then luck should fall on them. But we children of God, that will know that it is God, that outside God there is nothing more. It is God. Without God we can do nothing. That we are now trying to bring in the way the people of the world are doing their thing. You know, it will be so disastrous on our part. You know, it will be harmful. You want to trust God. It is God that you want to trust. Then, I've not said that there is no place of trying to look out for 1 or 2 things. I'm still coming to that. But to now say that you want to look out for this, that, everything, and now sign the contract of lifetime with the person will be wrong. And at the same time, in the inside of you, you are trusting God. If you are trusting God, trust Him totally. Trust Him fully. Let God be at the foundation. Pray to God. Let God lead you. That is the proper way. I also do not encourage that you propose to a stranger, all in the name of God has led me. Of course, you try to get to know them, but not on on dating issue. Not that you have built a romantic relationship with them. It's wrong. It's wrong. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Not that you have built a romantic relationship with them, then you are now praying, you are trusting God. Try to know them. You do not have to tell them that I want to marry you. You do not have to tell them first that I want to date you. I want to see if the relationship will work out between me and you. You do not have to tell them that. You can make friends with them. Of course, we all have friends at one point or the other. We all have people in our lives that we relate with. You can just be friends without sending a message of I want to, because I do not understand. Without sending a message of I want to marry you, or I want to be in a romantic relationship, I want to date you, I want to see if we are compatible with them. And in fact, men are now going out there to propose to tell a lady that, oh, I want to see if I want us to go in relationship and see if we are compatible. And when the lady asks, okay, is God saying anything? What has God tell you about me? And many of them will be like, oh, though I'm still praying, but let's see if things will work out. What a foolish way to do your thing. What a foolish way to lay the foundation as a child of God. If you see a lady you like, go to God in prayer. God, this is Dupe. I'm attracted to Dupe. What are you saying? Then make a friendship relationship with the person. Just be friends. Of course, you get to know them. You will agree with me if that there are many friends, like there are many people that know their friends like the back of their palm. They know their friends more than they know the person they are married to. That's the power of friendship. You do not have to build any stupid romantic relationship around someone before you now go to God in prayer, or you now try. You do not need that. It's destroying the church. It's destroying the church. It's destroying brothers. In getting into a romantic relationship with 1, 2, 3 people, you don't know that the devil is attacking your sexual guard. Then when you fall victim of fornication, when you fall into fornication, you just think, oh, and I've been with ladies, this thing do not actually happen to me. I usually be. You give excuse for yourself. You are wondering why you have to fall. Because the devil has been attacking your sexual guard. Your sexual guard is getting weakened day in, day out, the way you are looking for compatibility everywhere. And of course, in a romantic relationship, what do you think will happen? You think the devil is stupid? Oh, he's not. You are the one being stupid here. As a child of God, make friend. And in fact, when you are making your friend, do not make it look as if you want to propose, because that is destroying ladies now. Anyone, if that a guy is coming close to you, you are thinking, oh, he will propose and all of that. You will be stupid to think like that, because at the end of the day, probably is looking out for 1 or 2 things, just trying to know you, and you think he will propose. Someone proposed, you reject the offer because you prefer this one brother to the other person that proposed. And this brother here has not proposed. But because you think the friendship that is making with you, we end up proposing. You'll be doing yourself no good, though. Of course, you'll be doing yourself no good. So that someone is coming close to you does not mean they want to and in the long run, they might just feel, okay, this thing in this person's life, I do not want to go and make a proposal. And they have withdrawn. You do not know. Though they are still talking to you, they are still looking out for you, but the intention, they have withdrawn it. And many of them are not making friends with you, so they could propose. So as a lady, you have to be smart in that aspect. Anyone that has not said, I want to marry you, I want you to go with me in the journey of lifetime, has not proposed. So don't read any stupid signal. Leave him with the signal he's trying to send across. Once he is not opening his mouth, then let him be. I like you, my mommy love you, everybody in our generation prefer you, they want you, they love your shape, they love the way you talk, they love the way we work together. In fact, the other time that we were talking, my mommy was saying, oh, what about this person that you are fond of and all of that. It's not a proposal. If anyone has not said, I want you to go with me in the journey of life, or in whatever form it comes, you shall know that they are saying, I want you to marry me. They have not proposed yet. If they have not said anything like that. I prefer you. I love the beautiful time we spend together. I love it when we go out together. I love it when you talk to me. And you are my confidant. You are my this. Is not a proposal. Guys, please, if it is God you are trusting, pray. If God is saying, go ahead, if there is a way, if there is a path, like God has approved it, that's what I mean. If God has approved it, just be friend with them. Make a friendship relationship. You will agree with me that even with all this dating, and that is why some people will be saying, okay, even though we have many relationship experts out there, many coaches out there that are trying to put people on the way, there are still divorce is still very rampant and all of that. It will be because the foundation has been destroyed. And if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? The foundation has been destroyed. The devil has attacked the foundation. And of course, there is no amount of work you do on a faulty foundation that will yield a good result. There is no amount of strong things you put on a faulty foundation that will come out that will make your building strong. If the foundation is faulty, many things will be wrong. There's no amount of patch that you do. It will end up collapsing. So let's not destroy the foundation by ourselves, by encouraging dating in the house of God, in Christendom. Let's not. It's totally wrong. Let's not encourage dating. Let me tell you, if it is God that you want to trust, pray, trust God. Do your own work. Get to be friend with this person. It's as simple as that. You will know whatever you want to get to know. And you propose to them. Not that, let's say if we are compatible, then you are building a romantic relationship. I love you. I love you. You have been exchanging. I love you. I love you. You have been exchanging all manner of things. Then you realize we are not compatible again. Then you go your way. You bring in another person. It's destroying the church. It's destroying us. Please do it the way of God. Set the right foundation. Do it the way it should be done. And that is when, in little thing, when God is in your boat, when storm comes, you are able to call Jesus. Oh, Jesus, because he's the author and finisher of our faith. He authors first, then he finishes. So you must not forget that. So that we can avoid all these gimmicks of the devil. Let's do it the right way. Let's do it in the place of prayer. You have prayed, the Lord has, and do not misquote me. Of course, you can just like somebody. Naturally, you like them, and you think you want something more than liking them. Pray. Then be friend with them. Friendship relationship. Friendship relationship is not different from dating again. They are two different things. In dating, you are building a romantic relationship, trying to see if you are compatible. In friendship, you can just try and watch out for some things without the other person even thinking you want to propose to them or you want to marry them. You just be friends with them. So in so doing, you are not trespassing, you are not passing your boundary, you are not exchanging words like I love you and all of that, even though you will not end up marrying them. Does that mean even if you have done it in the way of friendship and you have prayed and God said they are the one, you try to know one or two things, does that mean your courtship could not still fail? Of course. But you starting in the proper way has a long way to go in you making a successful courtship. It has a long way to go. Because you have done the right thing. You have prayed, you have looked out for the little thing you can look out for, then you trust God to help you. So you are able to succeed many times. Like I usually say, good principle will always work. So it's different from you are toasting this, moving from this to another, 3 months, 6 months, moving from one person to another, all in the name of trying to test compatibility. It's destroying the church. Let's not deceive ourselves. It's destroying brothers. It's destroying ladies. Now people are sleeping with each other in the name of trying to test compatibility. There is law of progression. That is what we must know. There is law of progression. If someone is saying, you can go into romantic relationship with someone, try to see if we are compatible, then you should know that many things will accompany that. Many things we do not plan for will accompany that. Now that is why we should be careful. I pray you will not miss it in Jesus' name as you do it the way of God. Please, brothers and sisters, let's withdraw from this devil agenda called dating that is destroying the church. Many are now sleeping with sisters, even in church, all in the name of we are trying. Of course, your sexual guard has been attacked. You are in a romantic relationship with this, you are not compatible, you leave them. Even though you do not have sex, you are in romantic, what do you think will happen? With another person, with another person, with another person. And you see the people of the world that are doing it that way, of course, they have liberty to have sex the way they want. In fact, sex is actually part of the compatibility they are testing. And even Christian brothers are now telling sisters to go on the bed of fornication with them, all in the name of trying to see if we are compatible. All in the name of saying, oh, this person, when they got married, the guy now realized that the lady do not have a vagina, and after getting married, it's now become kinikon, and all those stupid excuses. So you see, we can actually be giving excuses for everything. If we are giving the excuse of people that trusted God, even though they said they prayed, they failed, and all of that, then we can introduce dating so that such will not be happening. So what of people that get married and realize, what of people that are saying after they get married, they realize that their partner do not either have vagina or penis or all of that, and so do we now say we should also be testing each other on the bed of fornication because of that? So you see, we can be giving excuses for the devil to get hold of us, to destroy us. I believe you have been blessed. Thank you. God bless you.